All right, this is True Told TV, and I'm Ezra Drew. And today we're going to talk about the September 11th. Some people call it the 9/11 attacks. And there's been some recent evidence that maybe it wasn't from the airplanes that actually knocked down the towers, because there have been numerous eyewitnesses, including some firefighters, that said that they heard explosions after the towers had already been hit by the planes and explosions were still going off, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an article summarizing what 9/11 is, and then I'm going to play some clips of different people talking about it. And I'm also going to play two firefighters at the end. So stay around to the end, because at the end you'll hear two firefighters giving their eyewitness testimonial firsthand about how they were in the lobby and explosions were indeed going off, and the whole ceiling collapsed on them. This had nothing to do with the airplane hitting the building, people. This was plastic explosives that almost killed them in there. So stay tuned. Let's go. Now, this is a article out of the Britannia published on September 11th, right? September 11th attacks, also called the 9/11 attacks, a series of airline hijackings and suicide attacks committed in 2001 by 19 militants associated with the so-called Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda against targets in the United States, the deadliest terrorist attacks on American soil in U.S. history. The attacks against New York City and Washington, D.C. caused extensive death and destruction and triggered an enormous U.S. effort to combat terrorists. Some 2,750 people were killed in New York. 184 people were killed at the Pentagon, where one of the hijacked airplanes crashed after the passengers attempted to retake the plane. All 19 terrorists died. Police and fire departments in New York were especially hard hit. Hundreds had rushed to the scene of the attacks, and more than 400 police officers and firefighters were killed. All right, let's go.
This explosive testimony that was not released until August of 2005. It was being held by the city, but the New York Court State of Appeals forced the overturning.
For Gage, the withholding of this testimony is no accident. It is part of a cover-up. He claims that the explosions are evidence that before the aeroplanes were flown into the towers, bombs were planted inside them to guarantee their collapse.
So many architects and engineers, technical and building professionals have found evidence for explosive controlled demolition.
For these theorists, it is the only possible explanation for the collapse of these solid steel structures.
What we have in the World Trade Centers is massive explosions recorded by first responders traveling down the sides of the building, completely destroying the structural steel frame in 12 seconds.
What happened? It was an explosion. He was in the lobby, and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
What was it like? What was it like?
Horrible.
It's like hell. You don't want to know.
The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was the planet, probably.
Yeah, definitely a secondary explosion. Because we was inside waiting to go upstairs, and on the way upstairs, the whole fucking thing blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
Similar to the first tower coming down, secondary.
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that one.
Third explosion after that?
Yes, sir. Everybody was inside the building, waiting to go upstairs, and they just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
So what you told me is that there was a plane or whatever hit the building, and then the secondary explosion.
It was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. And they exploded. The whole lobby collapsed on the lobby inside.
And it's just mayhem after that?
Just man, everybody tried to work their way out.
Just trying to help all the brothers get out.
A lot of people was trapped inside.
I was sitting in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, close to Brooklyn. We watched the first explosion. As we're watching the building, so a black, very large airplane fly right into the second building. It came out of the south, right in front of our eyes. Just, it was so surreal, like a movie set.
Second and third explosions also, right?
We were in the building for the third one. It collapsed. I was on this drive here for the other one.
People don't understand. There may be more. Any one of these fucking buildings could blow up. This ain't done yet.
How does this?
This is on top of this. It could be no worse than this. Could be nothing no more worse than this. You're in the building trying to help people, and it's exploding on the inside of the building. I don't think we get it.